Hey everybody, welcome to another review, but this time is going to be something a little bit different. As you read in the title, this is a quick movie reviews video, and this is where in this video I'm going to review three movies. Just give my quick reviews on them. I'll try to make them quick. That is, I'm going to at least make this video at least under 30 minutes. So um, I might talk. I might. I don't know. We'll see how long I'll talk about these movies. But I'm reviewing three movies, and the reason why is because I well, like I was trying to pick a movie to review, and uh, the first movie I picked, I watched, and I was like, I don't want to review this. Second one I picked after that was I was trying to. I was actually trying to review it, and I kept fucking up, so I didn't review that either. And then the third one, I don't know, for some reason I just didn't want to really review it afterwards. But now, since I do owe you guys a review, so I decided to, you know what, I'm going to review all three movies in one video. So that's what this is a quick movie reviews. I should say quick because it might, this video still might be a little bit long. Again, I'm going to try to make it at least under 30 minutes, but anyway, so yeah, I'm reviewing three movies, and these movies are completely different from each other. They're not the same at all. So it's three random movies. So anyways, all right, let's go ahead and get started with the first one, shall we? Okay, so the first movie I'm reviewing is Zootopia. Yes, Zootopia. This came out in 2016 and was written, or no, it was directed by Byron Howard and Rich Moore, and this stars Jennifer Goodwin. I hope that's how you say her first name, either Jennifer or Jennifer, because it starts with a G. Yeah. I'll call her Jennifer though. Jennifer Goodwin, Jason Bateman, Tommy Chong, J.K. Simmons. Which actually, if there's any similarities between these movies, there is another movie with J.K. Simmons in this video that I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, J.K. Simmons, Octavia Spencer, Alan Tudyk, and Shakira. All right, so yeah, Zootopia. So yeah, this one, when this, I didn't watch this when it first came out. This came out in 2016. I was 18 years old when it came out, and by then I wasn't watching kids movies. So the ones that were coming out, that is the kids movies that were coming out. So I had no interest in watching this when it first came out, but whenever I started getting into movies, I kept hearing about this one and some other like Disney and Pixar movies I missed out on, and this one sounded interesting. This is a buddy cop movie with this rabbit and a fox, and that sounded really cool. So I was like, you know what, I think I'll give it a try someday, and I finally did. I finally watched it, and I gotta be honest, I'm mixed on this movie. I think it's good. I think Zootopia is a good movie, but however, I don't know. I didn't love it. I felt like I think my main issue with the movie was that I felt like the third act was rushed, and I wasn't a fan of the third act really. So that dragged it down for me, and I wasn't really invested into the story too much. I mean, it wasn't a bad story. It was just like a typical like detective type story, and for a kids movie, it was pretty good, but I didn't love it. But however, I did, however, I liked the two main characters. I really liked the two main characters who were played by, sorry, I don't remember their names, but the bunny and the fox, who are played by Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman. Yeah, I really liked them. They were both good characters, and I loved their chemistry together. They were just so good together, and yeah, that was definitely one of the best things about it. And also the comedy. This is a really funny movie. I laughed out loud quite a bit during this movie, and there's even like some good like references to movies and stuff. Like there's a really good Godfather reference in this movie. I mean, what kids movie references The Godfather? You know, and I'm not a big Godfather fan, but I still liked that parody. That was pretty good. And one reference in this movie I did love because I love what it references was the Breaking Bad reference. Yeah, there's a Breaking Bad reference in this movie, and I loved it. It was hilarious. So yeah, good humor and stuff, and like really funny, especially for a kids movie, because there's also like not just jokes for kids, but also for adults. Like this movie, like honestly, it's not just for kids. Adults can like this movie too, and I kind of liked it. I liked at least the humor, and I liked the chemistry between the two main characters, but I don't know. I thought the story itself was not great, and I thought the third act was very flawed. Like it was, like I said, it just felt rushed. So I wasn't a big fan of. I didn't like the third act very much, but still a solid film, still a pretty good movie. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it its rating. We're not even 10 minutes yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and give Zootopia. This might piss some people off, but I'm giving it 2.5 stars. Yeah, 2.5. Again, I just didn't love this movie, but it wasn't bad. It was enjoyable. Much like Mitchell's versus the Machines, like I reviewed in the past. It's probably one of the best animated films in a while that we got. So, it was good. I just wasn't a big fan of it. Will I rewatch it though? Possibly someday. I don't know if I'll get it on DVD or Blu-ray, but I might watch it again someday. Who knows? But 2.5 stars is what I'm giving Zootopia. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the second film. Okay, and the second movie I'm going to review is Annie Hall. Yeah, yeah, Annie Hall. We went from Zootopia to Annie Hall. I know that's pretty strange, but Annie Hall, this came out in 1977 and was written by Woody Allen and Marshall Brickman, and was directed by Woody Allen. And it stars, of course, Woody Allen, along with Diane Keaton, Carol Kane, Paul Simon, Shelley Duvall, and Christopher Walken. And it also it had some small performances by Jeff Goldblum and Sigourney Weaver, who I didn't recognize actually. I didn't recognize her when I saw this movie, and I think also Beverly D'Angelo as well. I think she was in it, but yeah, okay. Annie Hall, yeah. This movie, this was the movie I was trying to review before, but I kept fucking up. But hopefully, I won't fuck up this time. But yeah, This was also another movie that I wanted to watch for a while. I mean, all of these I wanted to watch for a long time, and I don't know, just because I hear that Woody Allen is a great filmmaker. Despite being him, despite him being a weird person, I'm not here to talk about him as a person. I'm here to talk about him as a filmmaker. Just keep that in mind, because I will be talking good things about Woody Allen for sure. But I heard that Woody Allen is a pretty good filmmaker, and I heard that this is probably his best film. And I never seen any Woody Allen movies before this. The only one I have seen, which doesn't really count because he didn't direct it, but he was in it. He did star in it. That was Ants, which was the DreamWorks movie Ants, which I reviewed for the channel actually. Go check it out if you haven't already. But I never seen any of his films that he's directed. And I figured this is probably a good start because I hear this is most likely his best. Annie Hall, and yeah, this is a good movie. I really liked it actually. I didn't love it, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. Like I thought the chemistry, between Woody Allen and Diane Keaton was really good. They actually done, I believe they've done some other movies together. In fact, I think they were a couple at one point in real life. But I believe Diane Keaton was also in, was it Manhattan? And I have that one on my list as well. Um, by the way, if there's any other Woody Allen movies that you think I should watch, recommend please recommend me any other Woody Allen movies in the comments. On my list, I have Manhattan and what's that called? Midnight in Paris, I think is the name of it. With Owen Wilson. Those are the only ones I have on my list. And and Blue Jasmine as well. I don't think I have that one on the list yet, but I love Cate Blanchett, so I'll put that on the list as well. But any other Woody Allen films, if you have any recommendations to his films, put that down in the comments. I appreciate it. But anyways, back to this. So yeah, I thought this movie was really interesting. Like, a movie that I reviewed a couple months back that I heard was actually like influenced by this movie was Spike Lee's first joint that was She's Gotta Have It. And after watching, now both Annie Hall and She's Gotta Have It, I could definitely see an influence. Like it does. It reminded me a lot like of She's Gotta Have It in some ways. So yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah, Diane Keaton was really good. I think she won an Oscar for this movie. I believe she did. And of course, I should have mentioned that this movie won Best Picture, and it even beat Star Wars, the original Star Wars movie, the first one. And a lot of people are pissed about that. They don't like that idea. They think Star Wars is a better movie and all that. After watching this movie, and of course I have seen, not all the Star Wars movies, but I've seen, of course, the original trilogy. And I've seen the prequel trilogy as well. But yeah, I have to admit, Annie Hall is a better film than Star Wars. I'm sorry, people, and it's funny because I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt, ironically. but yeah, it's a better made film than Star Wars. Now, entertainment wise, I would say Star Wars is better, but what's the better made film? Annie Hall, for sure. But yeah, I really liked this movie. Like I said, Diane Keaton and even Woody Allen were both really good in this movie. The story was okay. It was kind of like just basic. It was just about this Woody Allen's character who was telling a story about his relationship with this woman named Annie Hall, and that was basically what it is. But the way it's made and stuff is really interesting. Like the stuff happens like out of order. Like in the first scene that we see both Woody Allen's character, whose name is Alvy Singer. Well, first scene we see Alvy Singer and Annie Hall in, they're arguing, and then like I don't know, maybe about 5 minutes later or something, we see the scene where they meet, and I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was funny too. There were some funny moments in this movie, and it has some really cool clever fourth wall breaks and stuff. It's pretty cool. There's even a scene that was entirely in animation that I thought was really cool. So yeah, I gotta say I enjoyed Annie Hall. Now I'm not even gonna give this like a big rating either, and the reason for that because I don't know. It did kind of confuse me a little bit because this is a kind of like a fast paced film, which I'd have no complaints about that, but it's pretty fast paced and I couldn't keep up with it very much. So this is definitely a movie I need to watch again. I'll probably get it on DVD or Blu-ray someday. So, but I really enjoyed Annie Hall, even better than Zootopia, yes. And I guess I'll go ahead and give it its rating. I'm giving Annie Hall 3.5 stars. Yeah, 3.5 stars. It's a good movie. I recommend it, Annie Hall. Yeah, it's good. Okay, now let's, last but not least, let's get to the third movie. Okay, and now the third final film for this review is Whiplash. Yeah, Whiplash. I finally saw Whiplash. This was a movie I've been wanting to see for a long time, and I finally did. So, Whiplash. This came out in 2014 and was written and directed by, hopefully, I'll say his last name right, Damien Chazelle. I hope I said that right. I know he's also the director of La La Land, which I haven't seen yet, but yeah, Damien Chazelle. If I'm saying his name wrong, I apologize. But and this of course stars Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons. Yes, this is the other J.K. Simmons movie on here, and everybody everybody loves J.K. Simmons in this movie. I'll definitely talk about him in a minute. But all right, so yeah, Whiplash. So yeah, this is a movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time. Like especially whenever I started getting into movies, I heard about this and I heard about J.K. Simmons' performance and I was like, yeah, I got to see this movie. And I watched it and yeah, I liked it a lot. I really did enjoy Whiplash. Did I love this movie though? Almost. Yes, I know. A lot of people will say that this is most likely like a perfect movie, and I almost see it as a perfect movie, but it's not quite a perfect movie. I'll get to that later, but I didn't love it, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. I thought this was a very good film, and of course, the performance of J.K. Simmons is amazing, as well as Miles Teller. Miles Teller was really good in this movie, and and I think Miles Teller is okay as an actor. I've seen him in War Dogs with Jonah Hill, and I like Jonah Hill better in that movie, but I thought he was all right. Miles Teller, I thought he was okay in that movie. But this is definitely his best performance. I really liked him in this film. But, with that being said, of course, J.K. Simmons was the show stealer. Him as Fletcher, is that his name? The music teacher? Yeah. Yeah, he was great. Whenever I reviewed Full Metal Jacket, go check out that review if you haven't already. I said in that review that I've heard that, like, people compared J.K. Simmons to R. Lee Ermey and Full Metal Jacket, and I can kind of see this. Yeah, I can see some similarities. Now I will say I don't think Fletcher is as brutal as what was his name, Hartman, I think was his name, in R. Lee Ermey's character in Full Metal Jacket, and he wasn't. I mean, he was brutal and he was offensive, but not like as much as Hartman in Full Metal Jacket. That's just me, though. I don't know. Some people might debate that, but I love R. Lee Ermey in Full Metal Jacket. I don't know which performance I like better, but maybe J.K. Simmons. I don't know, because J.K. Simmons was so good in this movie. And I always liked J.K. Simmons as an actor. I always thought he was good. Of course, I love him as Jameson in the Spider-Man trilogy, Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. And I like him in other movies too, like Juno, and I forget what else. He's been in so much, but he's a really good actor. But I did not know that he was this good, and I believe he won an Oscar for this for Best Supporting Actor. If he didn't, he definitely deserved it. But I think he did. I think he did win it, and yeah, he deserved it for sure. He was so good in this movie. And his character is an asshole, but because of the performance, I still liked the character. Like, he was definitely a very well-written character, for sure. I don't hate the character. Some people might. Now, if I knew a guy who was like this, yeah, I would hate that person. But, I thought he was a very good and well-written character, and but I especially liked the character because of J.K. Simmons, But yeah, this movie, I really, really liked it, and I thought the story was, well, of course, the story's good, but I just thought what made this movie was the performances, and even Damien Chazelle's direction. Again, sorry if I say that name wrong. And I also really like the cinematography. Cinematography was really good in this movie. There were some really cool shots in this. And the editing was really good as well. However, I will say, this movie, whenever I was watching it, it was this close. I was like saying, "Holy shit, this is an amazing film. This is a perfect movie." But then the ending happened. And yes, I know some people love the ending, and in some ways, I get it. It was pretty well made. I mean, I'm not going to say it was a bad ending, but there was something off about the ending. I felt like, I don't know, whenever the ending happened, I was like, wait, that's it? Like, I wanted more. I wanted more after this ending. And I was kind of disappointed, honestly. Again, no spoilers, but I wanted more from this movie, and it just, I don't know. That disappointed me. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining like what I wanted and stuff, like why I didn't love the third act. It just, something felt off about it. It kind of felt like it was rushed a little bit, and like the final scene in the movie was like really long too, and good scene, good ending, but I just felt like there could have been at least one more scene after that. It just felt weird that it ended the way it did. I don't know. Some people like it a lot, and I do kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't know. It was just kind of weird to me that they ended it like that. I don't really like movies that end like in a weird way that doesn't really tell you what happens next, afterwards. I don't really like that very much. I thought Sideways did it okay. Like, that movie kind of ended in a way where you had to guess what happens next. And I thought that was okay, but like other movies, I don't know. I don't really like it. Like the movie, for example, there's a movie with Bill Murray called Broken Flowers, and it's a really good movie, but I hate the ending to that movie because it doesn't tell you anything. Like, I guess you have to guess what happens afterwards, but I hate that ending. And yeah, that's definitely the best example I can give, because I hated that ending. And this ending I didn't hate, but it did kind of slow it down for me. I was like, man, that could have been better. I'm sorry, people. I did like the movie a lot. It's not going to get a 5-star rating or even a 4.5-star rating because of that ending. But I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. The music, of course, I gotta say the music was also good. Jazz, and Miles Teller, he actually drummed in that movie, and he was really good. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and give Whiplash its rating. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe the more I watch it, maybe I'll like it better, and maybe I'll appreciate the ending more. But as of right now, it did disappoint me. But I do plan on getting it on DVD or Blu-ray someday. So along with Annie Hall, I don't think Zootopia, but Annie Hall and Whiplash, I'll definitely get on DVD or Blu-ray someday. So, anyways, yeah, okay, Whiplash gets 4 stars. So yeah, it's a good movie. Just was a little bit disappointed by the ending, but still. All right, well, there we go. There's my quick movie reviews. I know the video isn't really quick, but we're still under 30 minutes, so I got to end it now, though. So, anyways, yeah, there's my reviews for Zootopia, Annie Hall, and Whiplash. So, in the comments, tell me, have you seen any of these films? And if you have, you seen all 3 of these films, which one is your favorite out of the three? For me, I would say Whiplash. I even like that better than Annie Hall, but yeah. But anyways, yeah. Tell me what your favorite is. So, anyways, so yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I'll see you next time. I think my next video will be my top 10 favorite movies of the year 2007. And I believe that will be the last video of the year. So, yeah. So look out for that on Thursday. Okay. See you then. Peace.